All right, welcome everyone. It's Sylvain here. Welcome to the channel. So on this channel, we talk about, as you know, Forex. I'm a price action weekly trader per se. So on this channel, we talk a lot about Forex. I might from time to time talk about crypto a little bit, and then also I might do some company reviews like I did with Bitfarms. I wanted to do another video just because they had their financial statement released last week. So something that I'm keeping my eyes on for upcoming. All right, so another week went by, and Forex was pretty quiet last week from what I saw. Um, I was in one trade that closed overnight, so I'll talk about that. Um, Besides that, it seemed really quiet. I'm also trading uh, wealthy trader program, and it's based on Fibonacci levels and the reversed and stuff. And then I didn't see too much last week either. So anyway, I took care of my only trade that I was going for. Again, I'm still trading. I'm still giving this by student's perspective. Not a pro yet, but that's definitely where I want to go. So yeah, I'm learning the same as you, so make sure you share information with me. I'll share with you, and that way we can interact and have some fun. All right. So that's the main purpose of this year. It's been going good since I've stopped looking at many strategies. So I think it's really one thing that you want to start doing at some point. I was fortunate to see a lot of different styles of trading, price action. Trend lines, all that stuff, reversals, you name it, trading a 5 minute time frame, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, and then I'm up to even looking at weekly and monthly now. And since I've adopted that style, it looks like I'm much more relaxed and better prepared to be in that market. I'm not stressed out and looking at my phone all nonstop during the day, and it's pretty annoying. And then I'm also trying to I'm building my affiliate marketing business at the same time, and also the family. So I think this fits really well, trading the weekly. Oh, I'm on time. Hey, I was going, Rob. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I see your name this time. I'm using StreamYard in that case, so I see your comments there. So that's good. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for watching. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the week. Uh, I'm just going to do a little wrap up every time in the video, just to showcase what I've experienced, what I've learned, recently, and then we'll go over quite a few trades. I could go over many trades, but we'll focus on a few pairs, and I'll talk about the one I closed last night, or that closed by itself, essentially. Um, all right, so let's. Yeah, I need to share the screen. um, Let's go. Let's go full screen. All right. So you saw me, so you know who I am. Let's go full screen. So let's now dive into. So this bad boy is Euro USD. Um, that's the daily. All right. So quickly about last week, like I said, that's not much there, right? So that's the tiny candle. There's not much to make out of that. So you needed to wait, for some kind of um, better action, like more like this one. I think the forex market kind of started quickly out of the block yesterday. You'll even see that on my NZD CAD trade. You'll see the perfect example. So yeah, so we're looking at that zone. So I'm kind of not quite ready to jump on board of anything here. It's been supporting that 36 all the way here, and then it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's starting bullish, but I want to see probably something better than that, and then maybe trade it once it goes past, or if it goes back down to this zone, and then wait for the action, and then potentially get back in. All right, so that's it for Euro USD. All right, so that's one of them that I'm looking for right now is a Euro pound. All right, so looking at the weekly here, so it's been going down steady, and then I think a lot of people were talking about this here, maybe catch the short because it was not a guarantee, but almost certain that it's going to go back down here, and it didn't quite get there yet. So let's try to zoom in a bit better. So it's not quite there yet. So we'll see what it does this week. but I'd like to see probably even go a little bit lower than that and maybe touch like the lower of that zone, really prove that it tested and rejected. And in this case, I'd be looking for a long on this one. So I'm looking for price action of going long if that's possible. But it was kind of a weird movement. If you looked at what happened here, it's almost like goes up like a funnel, a reverse funnel, like going up and all the way back down. So it's kind of weird. So on the daily, as you see, so it started pretty strong, like for a Sunday, and then now I don't know where it's gonna go, but let's keep an eye on that one. Not quite ready yet, but it's getting there for this one from my perspective. Yeah, so let's look at this one. So that's one I was in. So I entered about here. Let's load the weekly. Um, Yeah. So, yeah, this one. So I was probably in for 3 and a bit weeks, and then really yesterday, if we look at the daily here, that's really like that really got me into take profit yesterday. So now we'll see if it holds, right? So maybe in those situations you'd like to still be in, right? So that's kind of feeling like, oh no, I'm missing out on you know on a few more pips and so on, but also like I've done before, like you gotta also be happy with your if that's what you set for stop loss and take profit at some point, that's set, and then you don't touch it, and then you're out, and then that was your plan and you stick to it, right? So eventually, if you make your plan of okay, I'm sticking to it for like 2/3 of my position, and then the last one I let go, then so be it, right? So you can also do that, put another entry, and let that one go, right? So yeah, so that was pretty much it for this one. I think this one with the monthly, I think it signals a pretty strong bullish momentum right now. So let's yeah, so especially for December, just it did all that movement by just by December. Right? We're only 2 days into it, so strong movement to the upside. There's probably more to it, but now if we look at the daily on this one, and then even the 4 hour, so you see that it's detaching quite a bit from the averages here, and then so I would expect some kind of returns a bit more, and then maybe look in that case to re-enter for the buy if it holds, obviously at that level. So I think this one's gone, and then it's one of those trade where it went. So don't try to chase it; just let it go, and then if it goes to the moon, well, let it go, and then wait for that pullback, right? Because sometimes they go like super strong, and then it comes right back down like the next day. So just be careful on this one too. So I got my take profit out of it, really, because my analysis, like I said before, was based on mostly from the zones and the price action. That's really how I actually trade. I looked at that strong one on the monthly, and that's really what got me okay. Let's get into it. So I really go by a bit of feeling and also like price action at a specific level. So that's really what I'm looking at. So when it's like in the middle of a zone, then I usually stay away from it. I wait that it goes higher for the sell, or even lower for a potential buy if it actually signals that with the price action once at that level. What are we doing with timing? 8 minutes. All right. So Great British Pounds. I think we were talking about possibly this going short, so it looked like it did, but you're looking at NZD, so I think it went really strong yesterday on the upside. So in this case, it would be the opposite. So that means NZD was stronger than British pound, so that's why it went below. So there's probably some good potential now to keep going down, but maybe in this case now, depending on your trade style, it might be late, depending, or you might want to catch maybe a retracement and then go again for it. That's something you could potentially do with this one. But a strong impulse, just kind of let it go and then wait, reset, wait for that retracement, and then go back in if required, if you want, right? And then GBP CAD. So yeah, so good example here on this one. So that one was really strong, almost caught like that big movement here, but then I was topped out when it came back up. Up here. Before I was trading kind of a different the wave analysis, and I was trading a different style. But anyway, I was stopped out. So essentially, I'm probably waiting that it goes all the way back up there to do anything significant. Although if it holds above the 200 EMA, it would probably more than likely go up towards that direction as well. Or is it, if you look at the 1 2 3, is it a correction and then it's going to go back down again? So that can be that too, right? So we never know. And then, yeah, so I talked about Bitcoin last week. I just want to talk. This one is BCH, Bitcoin Cash, US dollar. So price of this one is at 213. I like this one because, I don't know if you trade the crypto or anything like that, or use it. It's actually really fast to use, this one, versus Bitcoin. It takes forever to get a transaction going. So that's why I like to look at the charts of this one too. And it's fairly similar to a Bitcoin chart, and it's most likely following. So at this point, it went down a bit over the last week. Besides that, we're looking at, if it goes lower, then we might be potentially going into the 160 at this level. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Let's go back to the screen here. Yeah. So I don't know, Rob, if you had any questions or any pairs you'd like to look at, or any ideas you're looking into and you'd like me to have a look at it, that'd be good. So don't hesitate for that. Maybe get this back here for a bit, or maybe yeah, there you go. Yeah, again, if still a few minutes, so it's probably cut it at around 15 minutes, 11 minutes, 27 seconds. Good. All right, so like I said, NZD-CAD. So I'm mostly trading price action. So if you were wondering, so I identify my zones. That become my step one, and then step two, I look at stronger impulse, out of a zone. So let's say this candle here was my kind of a, my trigger for it. But then again, it was kind of too high for my likings, so I really waited for it to retrace, and then I think I entered on the 4-hour, and then on the 4-hour it really held at that support I was looking for, that 36, I believe, and then I went for the buy on this one. And then really, so I went back to the monthly in this case, and then I was like, oh, I wasn't sure, and then I saw this big green candle here that touched the bottom, really signaling a stop to this, like, I think it was 6 months worth of going down. And I'm like, well, there's at least gonna have to be a correction at some point. So I really like this candle. So that's really what made me go into this trade, if you're wondering. So really that monthly candle, and then the look at this one here, and then in this case it was just too high, and I waited for the retrace. And if we go even lower, yeah, so this kind of the trend, and then I kind of wanted to go above it here. And then if we go back to the 4-hour, yeah, I think I was looking for I think it went back down eventually after, but that's really the support I was looking for here to continue going up. So see my evolution from the monthly to the 4-hour time frame, just to clearly, make my mind on it. But really that was really powerful, I believe, that monthly candle, and that really gave me the up to go. Yeah, GBP CAD, it looks like it's still looking, bullish. That one was unsure, but this one was a strong one. And then, yeah, so it looks good. Perfect. You're learning a lot. That's good. Yeah. So I was trading, if I go back to the main screen here, complete my video. So yeah, before I was trading a lot of different ways, trend, and I was almost switching every time. Like, let's say I get stopped out one method, and then I would use something else, and then you just keep chasing your tail, essentially, like a dog, right? You're just like spinning circle, you're like, okay, I missed that one, okay, let's try the other one. And then on the other strategy, oh, you stop out again, or you get the first one, the lucky shot, and then the second one, then you're stopped out again, or you end up losing. And then you see everybody else getting signals on that, and they take profit. So I was really getting pissed off about that. And then but really, since I'm trying to focus on that, and really this was taken from a book, really, that I look at the powerful zones, and then wait for your really your price action. And again, I don't have any clear indication, like, it has to be that size for candle, but I just look at the context of it. I think some people talk about that too. And then once you see, like strong, like candles. Eventually they could become smaller and smaller. It looks like the momentum is kind of stopping, even though for that NZD CAD not quite applicable, but at least there was a strong reaction up on the other side. So I looked at it this way. So you got to look at where it is, the price action at the level it is at. Essentially, that's what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. All right, so if I just go back to NZD CAD. So if it did that, let's say in the middle of nowhere, then that doesn't get me that same confidence, right? But since it did that exactly at this level where it touched before in July 2015, so to me, signaled that it was pretty strong, right? So this is where this is why I actually went into this one. All right, so hope that makes sense for you. And again, if you're on for those that'll be watching on recording, again, comment, make sure you get involved, and I'm more than happy to share what I'm learning. And then if you have something to suggest as well, go ahead and do it. So take criticism. That's how we get better. So yeah, that was pretty much it for this week. Keep it around 15 minutes now. So thanks again, Rob, for dropping by. It's great to have some interaction. I appreciate that. And then yeah, share it to your friends, even for the ones on recording, share it to your friends, and then we'll have some fun. The more people we are on this here, and then we can end up sharing that stuff. And again, just remember, it doesn't need to be that stressful, right? So if you look at weekly candles instead of looking at it every hour or 4 hours, this is really powerful. And it's something coming up as well with our mentor Rob as well. Marjan there. So something's coming up with the weekly candles and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what it's going to be. And then because it's really powerful way to trade it. So thanks for watching. And again, if you like this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon to be reminded of upcoming videos. And then it's fun to see this live, right? Thanks. So yeah, so we need more people to see this live. So thanks for watching, and then we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.